Dear Annabelle, it was someone's wallet that let me know you had found a place again. I was at a movie by myself, as I often am these days, this time at the Embarcadero Center Theater. During a quiet, bright scene, I felt a soft bump against my foot, and I looked down to see the wallet on its way towards the aisle. My heart kicked hard against the inside of my chest, and I forgot immediately about anything on the screen. I lifted my leg, and the wallet continued on. And then beneath the soundtrack, all the loose change in the big empty theater mobilized and began sliding towards the exits. I stood and ran to the end of the row and watched the coins glide up the dirty red carpet, moving as fast as I've ever seen them go, catching tiny reflections of the projector's light as they slid past. In an instant, it was all gone. The brutal loneliness of these last 5 years, the wondering and the ubiquitous constant reminders of your absence, our empty stoop and walkway, the little limp forgotten coats that lie in the corners of playgrounds, and all those pennies lying on all those sidewalks, completely motionless. I abandoned the theater and headed outside, following the wallet and the coins, and found outside the familiar migration of lost items searching for you. Papers, books, more change, keys, unmated shoes, all heading east towards the bay. I headed up Battery, memories breaking over me of that place you once had out on Ocean Beach, and the pellet gun you'd used to shoot out the streetlights, and the web-shaped record of lost ships that covered the clean hardwood of your third floor. Do you remember that brick building that houses the old ship's saloon? As I approached Pacific, I noticed its base had begun to glow with that blue-white light we had once known so well. Having never seen that color on land, I thought I might have been imagining things, but the light rose up until it enveloped all 3 of the building's stories, and then it quivered as though straining to break free, and then, with a sound like creaking wood, it glided into the intersection and took the form of a ship. The smells of dirt and old beer and the sea filled the air as it turned and made its way down Pacific, heading for the water. I stood there and watched it as it passed through the saloon sign and its fire escapes, and then through the iron globe hanging from the restaurant's facade next door, and so on down the street until it vanished through the trees at the end of the block. An urge to follow it overwhelmed me, but of course this would have been complete foolishness. You could be in Maine, or Norway, or China, and at my age I am in no position to cross the country, much less oceans. There are also deeper considerations. You are no longer mine, and I am no longer yours. You wouldn't even recognize me. Hell, you can't even see more than 12 inches beyond your new face yet. And besides, I could not possibly deserve you twice. I'm no longer lost, after all. Love, Peregrine.